here with my buddy Dan, who's here from the band SikTH's. Got it. Yes, I got it. And he's graced us with his time to show us some of the gear that he's using for this tour that they're on with supporting Periphery. That show is tonight at Mr. Small's Theater. Show starts at 7 p.m. I believe, and it's going to be a killer time. So, Dan, it's really good to meet you. It's really good to see you. Run us through your rig, man.
Okay, so on this tour in the States, Kyle, as in Mr. KSR, Kyle Rhodes, has kindly built us a couple of rigs, which were delivered to Raleigh on the first show. So they're 4-channel tube amp with MIDI changing capabilities, so we can do all our effects and stuff and change channels.
Oh, that's really convenient.
Each of the channels has kind of a few different modes. You can get your fat switch, bright. You can basically just add more saturation, and then you've got kind of, which is effectively like a crossover. You can, well, you would see a resonance knob on, say, a PV.
Yep.
The bottom kind of does the same, and the top, it just adds some real zing. It's more for presence.
Okay.
So yeah, that's great. And basically, I'm using a TC Electronic G system, which goes down there on the ground. It's not in the right place yet, but there it is. So.
And this is your MIDI switcher.
Yeah, this has got all the effects in it. All the effects are in the rack up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you can see, if you look at that, look at the amp. Some pretty colours.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So yeah, so
that's always a unique thing that KSR's done with his amps.
yeah,
I really
they
do
look
dig
great
that.
on stage, you know, from a distance. So yeah, so that's my rig. And in terms of guitars, I've had a PRS deal from like 2002, so I've got three PRSs. I've got a custom 22.
That's a beautiful finish, my man.
I've got a standard 22 and I've got a CE 22. So I use this mainly, the maple top, use this on everything. And I bring my standard 22 out as my spare. So
are you using any? Are you using all stock hardware, stock pickups? You didn't change the tuners on it?
These are the Dragon 2s. This is how it came to me in 2006.
Oh, really?
So it hasn't been touched.
Still got all that mojo.
Yeah. So in terms of the tuning, all of our songs are in E flat basically, the whole guitar down, and then the only thing that changes is the low string. So at the moment we've got G sharp, so it's kind of like an octave apart. Then we'll have your standard drop D sound, which is C sharp.
Yep.
Then you go just the standard E flat, which we play a couple of songs in. Obviously, I have to tune the whole guitar to do that.
Yeah.
Tension of that low string.
I got you.
But so yeah, back to sort of standard. So all of our songs is just a case of doing that.
Yeah, but that's tension in a show, and at the end of a song, that could actually really bring together. That could really build a lot of tension. That's a really that's some sick bridge work there.
There you go. So yeah, and this is this.
Yeah, that must be a pretty stable bridge if you're doing that.
I do this before every show.
Always good to stretch out your strings before a show.
Anyone who's watching who plays in a band will know if the guitar's sat in the dressing room and then it's dragged down the stage just before any kind of change in heat, your guitar will just go out of tune and stay out of tune. So it's always good to try and bring your guitar down to the stage.
I always try to keep mine on stage before I play. That way it gets used to its environment.
Exactly.
Woods change, string tensions change due to temperature.
And do you know what was crazy is that normally when I come down to stage from the dressing room and I've just on my guitar for a little while down here, it will go out of tune. I'll have to really give it a stretch. However, in San Antonio, there was no aircon in the building. Outside was like 105. Everything was hot. The guitar, I strung it. I didn't even need to stretch it. It just did not go out of tune.
Oh, that's fantastic. Those are the kind of days that it's heaven.
Everything else sucked about that day with the heat, but with the guitar tuning it was great. So there you go. That's my shit. That's all my rig.
That's awesome, man. We're also going to be talking to your other guitar player, Pin.
Yeah.
Not his real name, I'm presuming. That's an alias.
It's part of his nickname. It's part of his surname, so it's his nickname. So we never call him by his first name. It's been Pin since we were at school. So,
That's fair.
yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be talking to Pin about his guitar rig. This is DJ Benevolent Branden signing out.